Back to Curry. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now, here's Junior. He's defended by Connison. And it's Junior missing.
I thought he had that all sewn out, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Middleton.
And one!
Draymond Green with the rebound.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Junior. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's blocked. They recover it.
Ball!
And he banks in the layup.
Works that one inside nicely.
Bucks trail by 4. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Now, Junior, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Back to Curry. Rocket 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won the NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, you're leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021. 5-13 during the finals. Closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Different look here for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Warriors leading by 11. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Then there's Pat Connaughton.
Don't let him get it.
Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Beauchamp in at the 2. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Curry. Here's Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some ball since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, Junior. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Curry gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get out there. You can sense that they're really, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else.
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
Hey, right there!
Junior with it. Breaking loose. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Simmons and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Middleton outside. 5 to shoot. Second shot. He hits that shot. His first of the night. Now 1 for 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now a look at the stats for him. Warriors leading by 10. Inside. Here's Green. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot range. Adept at using that length to alter shots. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Junior. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. From range, Giannis takes it.
And you can just see the improvement. Antetokounmpo looking more comfortable from deep every year.
Left to the wing. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Pajemski finds Green. Here's Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to Junior. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And to put things simply, this has not been good.
shot by Middleton. Wide open. Another miss by Middleton.
You know, it just doesn't come out. He's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's Junior missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now here's Connaughton.
Give me that.
He's
That's all
guarded
you.
closely. Warriors leading by 9. And here's Junior.
Curry's on the wing.
Here's Curry. Curry getting it done inside.
He's a magician inside. Curry always finds a room.
Watch free.
Timeout by Milwaukee. The greatest shooter ever.
Started.
Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
A different look for Milwaukee. Cody Zeller's checked in for Lopez. Torian Prince comes in for... And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. It was a big-time first quarter from Buddy Hield. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Warriors. Kenny, what you think?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the ball. Making good decisions and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
The effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that'll do it for our halftime reports.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, I can honestly see his success will continue.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Junior's out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Pajemski in at small forward.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, I can honestly see his success will continue.
And setting the floor for the Warriors. Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. It evens the score. Junior's out there. This is go to second. But it's Pajemski in at small forward. The score. Junior's out there. This is go to second. But it's Pajemski in at small. Onto the combo. Looking it over.
has started off his course as
brought to you by the AT&T 5G Sound King. Curry against Lillard. Jump shot is good.
Timeout, timeout.
Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Start it.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Timeout called the Warriors. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend.
The Warriors making a push here. Kuminga's checked in. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. And both free throws good for Junior.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like that. Very rare to see him miss.
To the paint. And Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
The Warriors trailing. Junior, 13 points in the game. Against the Pajemski.
Don't let him get it.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Andrew Wiggins.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Torian Prince, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got 8 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Watch the pick.
I got the help
Pass
side.
to Pajemski.
I see him.
That one falls. Pajemski's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Passes it to Prince. Shoots the three. Connects from three-point range. Prince has got his second bucket of the night.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Junior. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Yuck. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Green. He's averaging 8 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the...
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailing by 4. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Step out, step out, step out.
Here's Podziemski, and it's sent back by Lopez. Giannis inside, working on Green. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, the look at the hustle stats of the Bucks.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast break, running their opponent the entire game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, here's Junior. Covered by Lillard.
Come on, man.
Here's Junior. From outside, off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. Inside. There's the rabbit. Oh, Giannis up high and down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Green passes to Junior. Here's Jackson Davis. To the right side. Lets it go for deep. And it's Junior missing.
Let's just say his son is just one reason why they're trailing in this ball game.
Here's Lillard. Tries again. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Hey, Middleton! Middleton!
I got him! Outside, Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot.
Go, get it up!
The Bucks need to get a shot. Lillard again missing.
And really, they've rebounded well.
Back up.
The pass to Moody. And here's Junior.
I'm back.
Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And with the height to see over the defense, to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the...
Who got shooter, huh? Gonna box your man out. I got it.
Hey, just box out.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
Warriors trail by 11.
Watch Curry, watch Curry.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Set up,
Here's
set up.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. 11-point game. Now, here's Junior. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's off from 3-point range.
Yo, take 3. Come on.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
Curry's open!
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Milwaukee.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
That way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots. The defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And they're running. Here's Junior, and it's in there.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Giannis against Wiggins. Now Giannis. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Damian. This game went back and forth. What happened in the second half?
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for our reporter, David Aldridge. Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you. You go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. They've got Rizichet. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Junior in at the 1. And he's good on the second.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it's the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And so Wembanyama will bring it out for Team World. Throws it down hard.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
And they're bringing you up close and personal from the AT&T 5G Slam Team.
Here we go. Get a good look. Good look.
Thompson looking for an opening. Holmgren can't hit. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt.
Here's Thompson following the bucket by the Team World. And Henderson throws it down hard.
Yeah, I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds good. There's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks. That certainly qualifies.
For Wembanyama. The three-pointer no good.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun
who's watching
for
now?
everyone involved. Fans,
Come to me, come to
players,
me.
coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. Each player, just being able to participate is a huge honor, and it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Now, here's Miller. Pocket four. Shoots over Rizachet. Miller, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a back down. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Got a hand on it.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Jackson Davis. It's deflected.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Using those long arms to knock that one away.
And that one's good, Junior.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
Now, here's Junior. He's got 6. Here's Wembanyama. Arms length from the hoop, he knocks it down. Wembanyama has got his second basket of the night. So timeout called here, the first for USA.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
So Team World's 5 right now. Rizachet is out there with Song. Then it's Junior. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Koulibaly in at the 2. Jackson Davis with the bounce pass. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for USA.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Sarr with it. Defended by Holmgren.
No shot.
Now, Junior. Koulibaly with it. Still without a basket. And Junior throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's USA now. Shot. The bucket by Team World. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And he's able to get it back. The shot, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Henderson outside. And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter. Pass to Johnson Davis. 4 on the clock. And the rejection by Wembanyama. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
No coverage that time. Hendricks has got 8 points.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Now, here's Junior. He's got 8. Out to the right wing. So, the pass to Junior. Fires from deep. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't get too good of a look.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Team World trails by 14. And Wembanyama outside.
Put it back!
Team World with another miss. Now USA with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And here's Thompson. And Sarr pulls it down. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now the pass to Junior.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Takes the 15-footer, kept alive. Too easy.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
The USA calls time here. And it's a completely new group for USA. And it's USA with a 4.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here, got Kenny the Jet. The Rising Stars game has become such a special part of All-Star Weekend. We couldn't have a better showcase for the incredible players that are just getting their NBA careers underway. Just think of all the plays that these young players have in front of them.
Well, you got to love this game. You really get to compare these guys as they go. And they play super great. And some of them, honestly, have already played against each other in high school and college.
Hey, Kenny, you and I have watched these guys develop along the way. Look into a crystal ball, the future of this league of those guys.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. Both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
We've got him and Johnson. Holmgren is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Miller, and it's Henderson in at the 1 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so.
Here's Junior following the bucket by USA. Pass to Wembanyama. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
No, no, no.
Miller surveying the floor. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Son. Ricochet with it, and it's Miller picking him up. It's deflected, and stolen by Miller.
Right here. Box up.
Here's Jackson Davis. It's tipped, and he recovers it.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And USA making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Junior. He's got 8. To the wing right side. Baseline J. Sar's shot is off. USA leading by 13. Here's Hendricks. And it's Ricochet with the rebound.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Here's Junior. And the 3 off target. Now USA with it. Jackson Davis with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Here's Henderson. And the layup's good off the glass. Henderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Aston Ricochet. Pass to Junior. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Team World with another miss.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Koulibaly. He has yet to score. Junior. Bucket is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The USA calls time here. And USA will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Trace Jackson. It's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for USA. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Ricochet is out there with Son. Then it's Junior. And it's Koulibaly shooting off. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a breakdown here, guys. The whistle stats for USA.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Feeds to Junior. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
USA leading by 15. Thompson the bounce pass. It's blocked. Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Thompson. There's the drive. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The free throw off from Holmgren.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And stolen by Junior. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Ricochet with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. Now, Junior. Stolen by Henderson.
Not sure which it's been since halftime. Either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has just turned up.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Getting this team the best shot on the floor. Amen Thompson feeds a ready shooter that time.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Here's Saul. Here's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson passes to Miller. Near the 3-point line. Holmgren. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Outside for Wembanyama. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Ricochet. Good D by Miller.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
First one falls for. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Team World with another miss. USA leading by 21. Count that one. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And Team World calls time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Topic is checked in for Junior. Now USA with it. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Watch him.
A shot by Pajemski, no good. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That free throw, good from Topic. And USA with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Derek Lively. Miller comes in for Asar Thompson. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for George. Pass to Pajemski. 1:51 left here in the 4th quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Junior with it. Working on Holmgren. That's tipped and stolen by Junior. Out of bounds, it'll be USA's ball. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. So it's USA now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Anderson with it. He kicks to Holmgren. The offensive rebound. Lively. Pass to Pajemski. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Wembanyama. And the shot is good.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Pass to Pajemski. Lively with it. Defended by Wembanyama.
That's what the ring room for.
Rejection by Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Patine. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
It's Henderson on the wing. Trying to break loose, and it's denied. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. Keontae George, he's checked in for USA. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Hendricks. From deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Topic. So we see USA taking the win here.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players. To us here in the booth, I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. You've got Anthony. Jokic is out there with Durant. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's LeBron in at the 3.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
What's up? And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
One shot. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Who got shooter, huh?
Brown, no good on the free throw.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Here's Brown after the made shot from KD. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brown missing. And so is KD with it. He brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. Here's Gilgeous. Pulls it down. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now here's Giannis. Following the miss by Jokic. Antetokounmpo.
Come on, man.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Right there.
And there it is for him. KD's got his second bucket.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point, he can still make it happen.
Now, here's Young. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing.
You got nothing. Weak side.
From deep three-point line.
Grab that.
Jokic grabs the miss. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's KD. Here's Jokic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, rebounding is all about timing and effort, pursuing the ball. And Jokic is a very dependable rebounder, in part because he's not afraid to get himself dirty and get in the mix.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
Oh, gotta move, go!
It's Edwards on the win. Jokic inside. Tatum. Here's Edwards. From down in the low post, it goes.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Floats it up for Giannis. And stolen by LeBron. KD passes to Edwards. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Here's Young. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Oh, crafty move there by Young. Finessing his way around the contact.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Star. Green against Mitchell. Green climbs in. You can't get that one to fall. Good D by Mitchell. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the East All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. Pass it to Mobley. 50 left to play in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Man, you want this guy? Who got shooter, huh?
He throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of, and you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
You got this guy out here? Yeah, I got big man.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as we always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight.
Mitchell passes through the ball.
Yep. Turn down. Use that. Huh? Come on.
Adebayo down low. Defender gets a bonus.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic.
And this has become one of the most-seen events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
The Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars, everybody.
Sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yes, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
Leonard against Giannis. And the rejection by Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jalen Green.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Banchero's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Wagner is subbed in for Bam Adebayo. Ingram's checked in. Here we go, get it out quick! Junior the pass to Wembanyama. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Junior kicks to Green. Drains the three-pointer.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
The ball! Cross screen, go over it!
Mitchell looking it over. Down low, out to Brunson. The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the glass.
A lot of focus on the part of Mobley. Gets great position, feet set.
Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Mobley.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And that one falls for Ingram. It's also good, so he hits both free throws. Passes it to Wagner. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's the East All-Stars, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Jason Tatum is out there watching. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Young in at the 1. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second one. Cunningham passes it to Tatum. Takes it. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Here we go, attack. Here we go.
To the inside. Throws it down.
Well, you got to remember now, Harden, as good a scorer as he is not just a scorer. He's a shrewd dime dropper, too.
Yep. Close again.
Young outside. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. The West trails by 3.
Look at yours.
That's LeBron picking up the assist. Junior's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Come get it.
Durant with some nice D.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Now, here's Junior, defended by Young. James kicks to Junior. 5 to shoot from outside the arc. They get it back. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the lead up to 1 now for the West All-Stars.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic alone down on the blocks.
Brown pushes to Young. Gets in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been. He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. When he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And here's James outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. James has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. It's Young on the wing.
Put it back up. Put it back
Throws it
up.
from outside. Now it's a 4-point East All-Star lead.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why he's pouring it on.
Here we go. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Junior the pass to Harden. Inside, Young with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Hey, we got
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the East. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal. You looking for an empty seat?
Yeah,
you're sitting
it's
in.
only 3 of us.
Well, and the seats are all full.
Okay. Oh, you meant in the arena.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
This has really been fun, Ernie. Appreciate you very much. Nice to see such a competitive game.
This game is important to these guys. They know the world is watching, and they want to put on a show. Both of these teams are doing exactly this so far.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third.
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
Hans Wagner's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the South. Junior's checked in for Edwards. On the court for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Jokic. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's LeBron James. And it's Junior in at the shooting guard. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
You know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Young pass to Tatum. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
And when you make 5 in a row and close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter.
To the paint. Here's James. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one. And here's Young from the arc. The West grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Get LeBron!
Jackson with the lead. And it's the East with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the East All-Stars?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Another thing they've done well tonight is convert at the free throw line. May seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends.
And some changes here for the East. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Paolo Banchero comes in for Tatum. And it's Mitchell in for Damian Lillard. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Durant. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jokic. Ingram, he's checked in for James. And Jalen Green subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
Mobley, he's checked in for the East. And here's Green outside. And Carroll grabs the board. The East leading by 10. Down low. It's by Leonard.
Arms and huge hands. Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots. The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Trae Young. The West trails by 11. Junior with it. 10 points for him. It's stolen by Adebayo. 107 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Mobley. Yes, that goes in. Mobley's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Junior. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now the pass to Mobley. Back to Brunson.
Pick coming.
Puts it up there for Mobley. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Edwards has come in for the...
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Cade Cunningham out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Antetokounmpo in the paint, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
The West trails by 6. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
One shot.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're up by 4. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard checked in for Donovan Mitchell.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
There's the lob.
Timeout.
And how's that for communication between teammates? Terrific pass and even a better finish on the alley-oop.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Five seconds left in the fourth. Here's James.
Crash the board! Crash the board!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
He knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.